Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, so my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Fate Party. It's Friday night. What? We're doing the Pheonix. We're doing the Pheonix. So let me know if anyone's painting with you or you're painting with me or all of that kind of stuff. Say hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the fam. Of course, we have to give props to Maniac Man down here because he's, you know, as soon as I hit the button, he's got me trained. So let's say hello because he wants to say hello to all you guys. All right, say hey to your fans, butters. Yes. Hi. Hi. Yes. Yes, you're telling everybody about our secrets, huh? Yes, okay. All right. You said hi to all your fans. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. All right, want your treat? Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, so we got Butters got all his treats there, and we're going to go to my handy dandy table. Of course, the Java is here, number uno. I can't even talk yet. All right, we got blue, white, black, white, yellow, red, same colors every single party. Nothing ever changes. All right, we got Big Boy in the house. He is a 1-inch flat. We have Mr. Fluffy, large Fluffy in the house. We have Mini Me. He is a small shader. Okay, we have Tiny in the house. He is a round for details. And of course, Mr. Nifty, even tinier for details. When you clean your brushes, you want to swirl. You want to tap. I just dropped Mr. Nifty's all the way down there. All right, you want to swirl. You want to tap. You want to dab on your paper towel. And you want your bristles to be wet, but not dripping. All right, we got to get to roll call. Roll call. All right, let's see who's already in here already. Who's already in here. If I can get the phone to scroll. Sam is here. Hello, 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 Sam. How are you doing tonight, sweetheart? And we've got Joan. Joan's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, 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 Joan. Debbie's in the house. What's up, Debbie? How are you doing, sweetheart? Okay, come on, scroll. Okay, there we go. Marsha's hanging out with us. Hello, 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 Marsha. How are you, sweetheart? 6,000%. Okay, Debbie, Marsha, Sam, again, Jennifer. Jennifer's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, 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 Jennifer. How are you, sweetheart? We got Jennifer in the house. Tina B is here, my OG Tina B. Tina B, my OG. Carolyn is here. Hello, 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 Carolyn. How are you tonight? All right, 6,000%. Woo! Oh, we got Kimberly. Hold on, I gotta write down Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing tonight? All right, so I gotta put you guys in your handy dandy holder and give you your jolt for this evening. Oh yeah, it is jolt time. Time to get electrocuted. Time to get all of those nerve endings woken up because we are painting this guy tonight. Oh yeah, the Pheonix. Pheonix is rising out of the waves of turmoil. Here it is. You guys ready? Woohoo! There it is. Oh, yeah. 6,000%. I'm sorry if my lighting's not as good tonight. Both my lights broke. Welcome to my world. They're both busted. One busted last week and the other one busted tonight. So we are going with good old house lighting. It is what it is. Anyway, 16 by 20, 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. If you're working on something different, that is fine. I saw you, Sam. I got you. I'm just going through my thing, baby. I'll acknowledge you in a second. All right, so 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. If you're painting on something different, that is fine. As long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I am in, you will be all set. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Right? It is Friday night. We got to get good vibes going everywhere. All right, everybody. Everybody say congratulations to Sam. She is graduating tomorrow. What? Congratulations, sweetheart. All right. So it is always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. Stars is enabled. They're about a penny each. 500 stars, $5. We usually set a stars goal. Let's do 1,500 tonight. Let's see how we work with that one. Okay. And hello, Amanda. How are you doing, sweetheart? You don't have to tap the screen here, Amanda. This isn't TikTok. Another way to send support is I have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. All of those things can be found on my website. All you do is go to my website and you hit support an artist, boom, and you get all of my links. Replay, hello, Darla from Louisiana. What's up, darling? All right, so also all of my replays are available on YouTube. 6,000% replays are always available for you guys. So I will post my YouTube link. It's actually since my following up, since you guys have been subscribing like maniacs, and thank you so much. YouTube is actually the same name as my Facebook page. So if you go to YouTube and you click and you type in Eve's Creations Paint Party, you will get to my page. Okay, so the URL is finally my name. Oh yeah, good things are happening. All right, guys. So also, if you don't want to go to the website to do the links, PayPal is linked during this broadcast. If you don't want to deal with that, you just X out and you will get me. Here is Venmo. Alrighty, and we have let's see, we got let me find the Cash App link. Cash App. All right, and like I said, PayPal is going to be prompted throughout this feed. I think I did it. Oh, all my videos are kid friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing, and if you guys could watch your comments, that would be awesome. Everybody, welcome Darla to the family. Darla, you new. Thank you, Bonnie, for the stars. I appreciate that. 6,000%. Bonnie coming in with an entrance. I love it. Love it. Where can I ask your opinion of a painting? Message me, direct message me through Facebook. If anybody has ever any questions, the best way to get in touch with me is hit the little message button on the top of my page and direct message me. That is the best way to get a sooner reply. You have the PayPal app and I come up automatically. Oh, that's awesome, Carolyn. I love it. 6,000%. Anyone that sends support, $5 or more, make sure you use that message button I just suggested. Hello, Debbie. How are you tonight? And send me your address because I send you out 2 free nifties. All right, so you can work on your details. If I don't get your address through the Facebook Messenger, you're not getting your brushes. So $5 or more, make sure you send me your address. Send me the address. And also send me pictures when you're done with them of your work. Not new, you just can't make all the tutorials? Well, welcome. Welcome tonight, sweetheart. I'm glad you're here. If you don't send me pictures of your work, I can't do the share of the family's awesome, amazing stuff video. So, post it on the event page. Your finished paintings. It's actually quite fun. Right? Right. All right. Moving on. Moving on. All right. Let's get started. We got lots to do tonight, right? Lots of stuff to show you tonight. We're going to be learning shading. We're going to be learning how to do, I don't know, these remind me of Japanese style waves. You know how they're more like graphic and look like they're drawn. Other than this little part, you know, they usually have like a foam that's drawn out, but kind of reminds me of that. I'm going to be showing you those things. Clouds, again, how to make them soft and muted. What is my teaching background? Right there, doll. I have my bachelor's degree in mathematics, and I have my master's degree in education. Okay, so that is my teaching background. I was also on the road to get certified in New Jersey, and then COVID happened, and kind of put a halt to it, and I started doing these virtually, and found my passion. So here we are. I am having fun. I am having fun. That's what we do here, right? Have fun and create. That's what we do. All right. Whoop. Don't pay any attention to canvas underneath it. We're covering it up. You guys do that. Tina B, just relax, baby doll. Here's your couple hours of relaxation, all right? Have fun, chill out. You're a very busy woman, and you got to learn to take some time for yourself. Got to learn to take some time for yourself, okay, guys? So make sure you guys are doing that. All right, I'm Swirl Tap Dab, and big boy, we're going to cover this whole entire thing with white, black, and a blue. I want a bluted mute tone. My goodness, come on, mouth. I want a muted blue tone. All right, why are we doing a muted blue tone? Because orange and blue are opposite each other, the color wheel. So if you do a blue in the background, it's going to make your orange and yellows on your Pheonix pop even more. So that is why we're doing a muted blue tone. And the black gives it a nice, like a steel gray. You're painting tonight? Awesome, doll. Awesome. Just let me know if you need me to repeat it. Anybody that's actually painting along, if you need me to slow it down, if you need a little ketchup mustard time, if you need me to explain something again, 6,000% ask. That's what we're here for. No questions that aren't asked do not get answered. So, everybody congratulate Sam. Hello, 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 Cindy. How are you doing, sweetheart? You made it under the wire, Cindy. I'm still doing the background. Everybody congratulate Sam. Sam is in here, and she is graduating tomorrow. What? Oh, yeah. So, everybody congratulate Sam. Big old milestone. Again, white, blue, and black. Alright, cover the whole thing. Okay? Cover the whole stinking thing. And make sure you're just putting a nice thin layer. Right? Remember, we do our little scoop method to move the paint elsewhere on the canvas. If it wound up being a little too thick in a spot, right, you just slide your brush over it, you get the paint back onto your brush, and you can put it on another part of your canvas. 6,000%, and swipe back and forth. Get rid of any brush strokes. Swiping, I'm swiping back and forth. Oh yeah. Right? Get rid of any brush strokes. And we're covering it all up. Oh, yeah. There's the fam for you. There is the fam for you. All right. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We are all fam here. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Nothing but positive vibes for everyone. If you're feeling a little wet under the weather, let us know. We'll send you healing prayers and wishes. If you got some joy in your life, share away, man. We'll celebrate with you. That's how we roll here. That's how we are. That's how we are. Some of you guys have been painting with me for, geez, years now. Right? A couple of years already. Tina B, you've been around for a long, long, long time. Carolyn's been around for a long time. Joan's been around for a long... I got some serious OGs, original gangsters going on here. Alright, that's looking a little bit gray, so I just want to add some blue to it. Okay, 6,000%. Alright, so if it's looking a little gray, just scoop some blue paint. And add the blue paint on. Alright, so I go virtual on TikTok too. That's adult time on TikTok. I do that every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern under the name of Eve's Artistry. I've also been popping on impromptu, right? Like, so whenever I'm like figuring I want to paint something, I've been just hitting the button on TikTok and painting live on the fly, like nothing really scheduled. And that's where the Pheonix came from. So I did say last time we're doing the waterfall. I lied. That's why we're doing the Pheonix tonight. Those of you, hey Katie, how you doing, sweetheart? Those of you that follow my make-em-ups journey, we got Pheonix going on here. Got my yellows and oranges and glitters and all that happy stuff. So there you go with the make-em-ups. I gotta write Joanne down. I gotta write Katie too. Hey Joanne, hey Katie, you guys made it right under the wire, man. I just took my brush away for the background. Just took my brush away. Joanne and Katie. Oh yeah, 6,000%. Alright, so we have a stars goal tonight. Thanks Katie. Thank you, Sam. We're at 200 already. Thank you. 1,500 is our goal tonight. 1,500. Stars are penny each. And I also have the other ways to send support. You guys keep the lights on and keep Mr. You-know-who with some snacks. Oh, thank you for the stars, Heather. Appreciate that. Woohoo! Heather coming in with an entrance. Oh, yeah. Heather coming in with the bribe. She's coming in with the bribe. She doesn't want to wind up in the corner. She doesn't want to wind up in the corner. All right, I'm wiping off Big Boy. He's going in the water. We're taking out Large Fluffy. So wipe all that excess paint out of him. And put him in your water. All right, Fluffy in the house. Oh, yeah. Smash them up. If you guys ordered brush sets from me, make sure these guys come in straight and flat. And you want to bust them up. Bust them up. Beat them up. Bust them up. You're going to lose bristles. You're going to see stuff flying out of them. And that's a good thing. Because once you bust them up enough, it is going to be fluffy. Oh, hey, Eve, how do we get a brush set? I'll tell you. You just go to my website, and under merch, there's a button that says merch. You will see merch. You will see the brush sets. You will see the paint kits. You will see the shirts. I've washed this once a week since we've made it. How long ago did I start wearing this shirt? I don't know, 4 or 5 months already. I have no concept of time. But anyway, look, vinyl's not moving. It's not going anywhere. Look at that. Look. Been washing this every week since I started actually wearing it. Even on the back, everything's still in place. So if you want a shirt, that's how you order your shirt. You can actually create your own. All right, color, same size. All right, white paint. Tips of Fluffy. We're going to swirly do. Swirly do. Is it going to mix in my background? Absolutely. Do I want that to happen? Absolutely. You're wearing your smushing shirt today? Oh, that's awesome, Tina V. That's awesome. Send me a pic. Oh, man. You know what I did? I turned around and made 2 piles of white so I can make that my red and yellow white. Okay? So I don't mix any dark colors in there. Guess where I just put my fluffy brush? Supposed to dip it in this one, and I put it right in the clean white. Whoops. Whoops. Alright, swirly do, guys. Swirly do. We're swirly doing. Alright, Tina B's wearing her smushing shirt. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Smushing. We're smushing tonight. I don't know if we got smushes tonight. Okay, so your Pheonix is coming up like this. So you want these clouds to be like framing out the Pheonix, right? Framing out the Pheonix. So I did the clouds because, you know, brighter skies ahead type of thing, right? So the Pheonix is symbolic of, you know, having things happen in your life that you had to overcome, right? Having things happen in your life that you've had to overcome. So, rise from the ashes, right? Rising from the ashes. Well, my Pheonix is rising out of troubled waters. You know, I never do anything that's whatever. You know me already. So, anyway, you know, I'm sure a lot of you in here have overcome some pretty major things. And, you know, so take this painting as your coup d'etat, right? Your coup d'etat. Renewal. Thank you, Carolyn. That's a really good word. I don't know if you notice, words elude me sometimes. I do have an extensive vocabulary. It's just, for some reason, I can't remember. Well, you guys know how to finish that. Okay, so now I'm going to, right? I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to wipe off my brush. Ha ha, you better paint a couple dozen then. I hear you, Bonnie. Hi, Lisa. How you doing, sweetheart? Lisa, guess where you gotta go? Guess where you gotta go? Sam is my corner police. Sam, so you gotta do your job, doll. Just because you're graduating doesn't mean you're not doing your job tonight, because I lose track of people already. Anyway, swirl, tap, dab, clean all of the blue out of Fluffy. The more you swirl, the cleaner it gets, people. The more you swirl, the cleaner it gets. Oh yeah, did I just say that? Absolutely I did. Alright, so swirl, 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 swirling, tapping, dabbing. Oh yeah, nice and clean. Nice and clean. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to grab my clean white paint again, and I'm going to use a light touch. What kind of touch? A light touch. Say it with me. Light touch. Right? Because if I use a hard touch, it's going to wind up picking up the background color again. And I just want to do these soft, sweeping, wispy things. Okay? And if my brush starts to pick up the blue, you wipe it up. You wipe it off. I can't talk tonight. I cannot talk tonight. Everything's getting jumbled together. Kind of like my brain. Alright? If you start picking up some blue, wipe it off. And you want to put these in so you don't lose the dark. You don't lose the dark. You don't want to lose the dark. Okay? And we're just going to sweep in these lighter areas. Now, I'm wiping off my brush every time I leave the canvas. You have a phoenix tattooed on your body, won't see. Is it on the badonkadonk, Amanda? That's awesome, baby doll. Now, every time I'm leaving this canvas, I am wiping my brush off. I am wiping off my brush every time I'm leaving this canvas, okay? 6,000%. So, you're going to put in a nice bold swoop, right? And then you do a few more after that. Let it blend into the blue. Wipe your brush off. Wipe your brush off. Alright. There we go. Wipe my brush off. Amanda was here before. Yes, she was. Good job, Sam. I'm glad you're paying attention. I'm glad somebody's paying attention, because I'm not. 6,000%. Okay. So, anyway, so you're going to be seeing it, hopefully, me doing these impromptu paint nights on the other platform. I'm going to be able to have paintings available sooner. Top half left. Top half left. My left or your left? I'm like so invested in this. I don't know why. I don't know why. Is that you kind of telling your problems to kiss your, you know what? Oh my goodness gracious. Right? Let's just tell people, problems, all that stuff. Let's just tell them to kiss our you know what's. Right? That's all there is to it. Okay, so you're just going to sweep these in, right? Just sweeping these in. And now as my paint's getting drier, I'm not picking up as much blue anymore. That's how quickly this stuff dries. Alright? So as this is getting more and more dry, I'm not picking up that much blue anymore. And I'm grabbing clean white paint every time. And I'm just putting in all these little fluffer pieces. Fluffer pieces! That's what I'm talking about. Okay. 6,000%. Alright, there we go. Tina's painting along with me. Anybody else painting along with me? Or I get a lot of watchers. No, that's the bottom half. Brenda making an entrance. She doesn't want to go in the corner tonight. What's up, Brenda? Thanks for the bribe. 6,000%. Thank you, doll. I appreciate that. We got a goal tonight at 1,500. We're already at 900. Seems strange. Every time I set the goal at 2,000, we get nowhere close to it. When I set the goal to 1,500, you guys are absolutely stellar. So Doesn't, I don't understand any of that. Sorry you're late. You're gonna paint later. All right, Brenda, but you came in with a bribe, so you're excused. I got no morals, right? I'm like, I take bribes. Eve takes bribes. My moral compass is a little skewed sometimes. So, all right, 6,000%. Okay, you're painting something else, Sam? That's cool. That's cool. Okay, now we gotta let this dry. We're waiting for this to dry, okay? Because if you keep messing with it, you're gonna get a mushy mess. So as we're waiting for that to dry, we're gonna put our waves in. Oh, that coffee is delicious. I'm grabbing Big Boy. We're grabbing Big Boy. And you can't wait to paint this, Brenda? Awesome. So, we're grabbing, I got another one ready for you guys. So I'm going to show you what's next Friday, the waterfalls, which you already seen. And I got one ready for the fall. You guys are going to like it. I know you're going to like it. And of course, I'm not going to show you till later because I'm a little, I'm mischievous. Alright, white and blue. White and blue. And you want to put your water in, make sure you're leaving room for your Pheonix. So start towards the bottom. And I'm just going to do a swoop swoop like this. Make a little peak there. Okay? Swoop swoop. And then follow that swoop swoop. Follow that swoop. Follow that swoop. And I'm going to start down here. Alright? So I know I'm making sure, just blue and white, I'm making sure to leave room for the Pheonix. Alright, so when I get to a little bit past halfway, you're going to do a swoop right around like that. Right around. Okay? And then we're going to go Bob Ross style here. We got to give him a little friend. So we're going to go right around this way. Swoop. Just like that. Let's give him a little friend. Let's give him a little friend. Okay, and just connect them into the rest of the water. Okay, just connect them into the rest of the water. I'm going to give them a little friend. And then this part right here, this just goes out like that. That just goes out like that. Okay, so we got one friend. We got two friends. Curling it right around. We got a peekers and another peekers. And there we go. And I'm just going to soften that out. Right? We're just putting in the shape, so we don't have to worry about nothing just yet. Can't wait to see it. Oh, yeah. Alright, and I want these to be a little bit bigger now that I know where my size is going to be because of this wave, and I know my Pheonix is going to go right here. I left enough space. Now I'm going to turn around and make these a little bit bigger. Alright, now I'm going to make these a little bit bigger because you don't want to turn around. Let's do 3. Let's do 3. We're doing 3. We're living on the edge. Okay, so now I can turn around and make the peaks bigger because I know the space I want them in. If you just come in here and go whoop whoop whoop, just like that, whoop 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 whoop, you're gonna wind up not leaving enough room for your Pheonix. That's what's gonna happen. That is what's gonna happen. All right, let's do some roll call. Give Tina a chance to catch up mustard here a little bit. Let's do a little bit of roll call. Anybody else painting with me tonight? Let me know. If you guys are just being watchers, that's fine. If you're being a creeper, that's fine too. You could be a creeper. I got no problems with the creepers. Creepers are cool. Alright, so what you want to do while we're waiting here a little bit, you're going to swirl tap that Big Boy. You're just making a mess. That's perfect, Tina B. Perfect. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Stop playing with it. You need it to dry. Alright, now that I yelled at Tina. Oh, I'm so abusive tonight. All right, I'm swirl tap dabbing Big Boy here. I'm getting him nice and clean. And then I'm going to put him off to the side because I want him to dry out a bit. I want him to dry out a bit. And you see that? That's not in Big Boy. That's your water, okay? So don't think your brush isn't clean when that's on your paper towel, because your brush, you look at your brush is clean. That's just the color of the water coming on your paper towel. All right, so we're going to swirl tap. You swirling your brushes? All right, cool. All right, we need to dry him out a little bit. Let's dry him out. This is how I roll. This is how I roll. I'm going to have little kids everywhere painting on their shirts. That's what's going to happen. So, oh, we'll do a little beat him up, right? All right, so put him to the side. We want him a little bit dry, and you will find out in a minute. All right, and the next roll call. Sam is here. Joan, Debbie, Marcia, Jennifer, Tina B, Carolyn, Kimberly, Jennifer. I got Jennifer twice. Is there two Jennifers? I don't know. Maybe I wrote it twice. Amanda, Darla, Bonnie, Debbie, Cindy, Katie, Joanne, Heather, Lisa, and Brenda's in the house. Oh, yeah. 6,000%. Amanda, they look like cotton balls, right? They're so fluffy. Your favorite saying, Joanne? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Absolutely. Absolutely leave it alone. 6,000%. So we got a Joan and a Joanne. All right, I got both in here. All right. So the next thing we're going to do, and this is why we wanted Fluffy a bit dry, is we're going to put in the colors into our clouds. But we're going to soften them out so they're not as bright as our Pheonix. So it's the same colors as the Pheonix, but they're not as bright. And that's where Big Boy's going to come in. That's where Big Boy's going to come in. So I'm holding him in my hand, see? See, we're holding him. And I'm going to swirl tap dab Fluffy. Make sure all the blue's out. And I'm going to grab my yellow. I'm going to grab my yellow and a tidbit of white, and I'm not where I put the blue, so don't worry. Just a touch of white, okay? And Joanne was here before, Sam. All right, and we're going to turn around, and where we put those puffs, like Amanda said, our cotton balls, we're going to put our yellow. Okay, and you can even go off the cotton ball a little bit. All right, so grabbing more paint. Grabbing more paint. And right where we put those bright white areas, we're going to turn around and do the same thing with the yellow. I'm going to do the same thing with the yellow. Okay, and just follow it, travel back. Every time I leave the canvas, I'm grabbing more paint. Oh yeah, no corner for Joanne, that's right. That's right, she was here before. She was here before. We got 900 stars, guys. Good job. We're only... math is hard. I know, I just said I'm a math major too. 1,500. So we're only 600 stars away. 600 stars away. Alright, so turn around and put this all in. Put this all in. And if anybody has any questions, remember, questions that aren't asked don't get answered. So ask away anything that you might have on your mind. About painting in general is fine. You don't have to we don't have to stick to the topic of this one. Now I got excess yellow on my brush, so I'm just kind of putting it in these empty spaces right here. And this is why I needed this to dry a minute, because this would turn into a mushy mess if everything was still wet. Cheers! I cheer you up. Aw, thank you, Bonnie, for the stars. I appreciate that. Aw, thanks, Joanne. Thanks, Joanne. All right, now I'm going to grab my red. Now I'm going to grab the red. The all-powerful red. And some of that yellow. Okay, and we're going to go in. And here, there, not everywhere, you want to put in the red moments. Here, there, not everywhere, because this will chew your yellow right up. It will eat it up like you didn't even put yellow on your canvas. Okay, so you want to put it here, there, not everywhere. Okay, and with less paint on my brush, I'm just going to soften in between the two areas here. Alright, we're just going to soften. Alright, less paint on my brush. Okay, grabbing more paint, red and yellow together. Red and yellow together, and putting in these red moments. Just like that. Just like that. Putting in our red moments. Here, there, not everywhere. Hey, 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 Becky, what's up, sweetheart? Becky! I don't know who was in the corner before, but Becky, guess what? Ah. Hi, sweetie. I like play good cop, bad cop with Sam. Anybody notice that? Sam's like the bad cop, and I'm like the good cop. Alright, once you have that all in place, you're chilling in the corner. Now I'm grabbing, alright, so all I did, Tina B, is I took yellow and white. You put that on your puffs first. After you do the yellow and white, you can grab your red with the yellow and put that in here, there, not everywhere. Once you have those in place, I'm going to take Big Boy and I'm going to soften these all out. That's why we wanted Big Boy a little on the dry side. And I'm starting at the yellow, and I'm wiping my brush off if it picks up any red paint. Okay, and we're softening this all out. Now, my blue underneath in some areas was still kind of wet. See how the blue came through? So I will show you that we don't have to worry about that too much, because there's another step to these clouds. There's another step to these clouds. Okay? Another step to these clouds. Alright, Sam, good job. Good job, baby doll. Okay, there's another step. So don't worry if some of your blue comes through because it wasn't dry yet. That's alright. And every time you see me leave the canvas, I am wiping my brush off. Okay, now that we have that almost to the point of done, there's like 2 more layers. Alright, I'm going to turn around and we're going to map in where our Pheonix is going. So I'm going to grab white paint with Big Boy and we're going to do a swoop. We're doing a swoop, baby. Okay, so you want to make sure you know where you're going, right? And we're doing a diagonal, like right across the center. Okay, so you turn around. I'm going to sneak up behind you. So I make sure I get in the center, sneaking up behind you, whispering in your ear. Okay, so you want to do a diagonal line, shoop, right in the center. Once you have that, and you're getting to the point of where you're right above your waves here, you're going to turn around and swoop that out. Swoop, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to come under here, and you're going to swoop this out. Bam! There's his tail. There's his tail, just like that. Okay, now that we have that in place, you're going to turn around, and right next to this, you're going to do a line that is parallel And when you get to this little piece right here, you want to bump it out a little bit. Okay, so this is kind of parallel, and then you bump that out a little bit. Swoop. All right, I'm going to take my excess paint, and I'm going to fill in the tail area. Okay, we can color this all in. Now that I have this here, and is it, yeah, that's looking like a really skinny bird. Yeah, it is. But again, what my shirt says, the more I play with this, the bigger this is gonna get, right? So right now I'm filling and fixing, and notice how it already got bigger just by doing that. Right? Notice how it just got bigger by doing that. Alright, so now I'm going to put in where his head is. Okay, so right at the top part here, you're just going to do a bullet shape. Okay, you're just going to do a little bullet shape. Get that all just to gel together. Right? And then over here, you're going to bump up this part right here and bring it in. Okay, now I'm pulling this nice and flat. I'm pressing hard right here because I had all that cloud goop underneath it. Right? So I'm pulling this nice and flat. I'm pressing hard to get all that goopy cloud pieces to be softened out where his body is. Alright, I gotta grab more paint and we're gonna swoop in the wings. We're gonna swoop the wings in. Oh yeah, 6,000%. So, this is his head. You're gonna follow down. You're gonna put a little bump where his head is. Remember, a little bump right there. Alright, you're gonna bump this out right there. Okay, and again, I'm gonna pull with my paint. So all of that thick goopy, where my clouds aren't drying, I'm going to soften that all out where his head is. So I'm going to come into this sweet spot right here. You're going to swoop up, swoop, just like that, and out. Bam. Okay, and we're going to swoop underneath that, swoop. And bam. Okay, now I'm going to press with my brush. And all of that cloud goopy that's going on, because my blue does not want to dry under there for some reason tonight. Which is fine. Which is fine. Now this is looking like a big, mushy, all weird colors mess. But that's okay. Because wherever the wing is, this is all going to be smoothed out. I'm pressing hard and following the shape of the wing. Okay, I'm pressing hard and following the shape of the wing. Now, in a perfect world, I could wait for all that to dry, but actually, it's probably better because now this gives me the opportunity to smush this all out so it's nice and flat where I'm painting my Pheonix. Okay, so now you're just gonna fill and fix. Just gonna fill and fix. Fill and fix. Sorry, I was behind you guys. I missed everything. Hi, Joy. How you doing? Joy coming in with a bribe. 500 stars. That's what I'm talking about. Woohoo! Good job, sweetheart. Hello, 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 Joy. How are you doing, doll? How are you doing? What's going on, doll? Alright, so now we're going to swoop on the other side. Swoop up. Boom. And out. Boom. Just like that. Sam's our corner police. That's what she's doing. She's doing her job. Alright, and underneath, swoop, swoop, right there, and out. Bam. Bam. Smooth all this out. Right, fill and fix, and I'm pressing hard to smooth all that cloud goop out of there. Right, the goopy clouds. Okay, put this all in, just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Map in our Pheonix shape, smooth it all out. And there we go, one flying Pheonix shape. Alright, bye Brenda. Have a great night. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for the stars. Thanks for popping in. See you soon, babe. Okay, swirl, tap, dab, and big boy. And I am just going to turn around and smooth anything out that's goopy in my Pheonix. I want him to be nice and flat. So I'm smoothing anything out just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's right, Joy. Big boys in the house. Oh, yeah. Everybody send healing wishes and prayers to Joy. Joy's got a nasty cold. So, healing wishes and prayers to Joy, everybody. Cheers. Okay. Now, we're going to leave this alone for a minute, right? Because this is still very wet, because the back, see how I have my background showing through? So I want this to dry more before I mess with it. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to try to take my own advice. So we're going to work on our waves and give that a minute to settle in. We're going to give that a minute to settle in. So, I remember that nifty I dropped before? I just stepped on them. Alright, oof. Alright. Anybody else contemplate picking stuff up? Like, I'll drop something and I really have to think. Like, do I really want to take the effort to pick it up? Do I really want to take the effort to pick it up? That is the question at hand. Yes. Everybody, healing wishes and prayers to Joy. Okay, so now we're going to grab Mini-Me. We're going to grab Mini-Me. He is a small shader, and we're going to grab just blue paint. And we're going to put in all these dark swoops into our water. Okay, we're going to put in all these dark areas. Now, you want to go, definitely go under your weight, under the whatever this is, underneath curl of your wave. Okay, you want to do that. And I'm following the direction of my wave. Following the direction of my wave. Okay, so all my brush strokes are curved. Okay, and you're just going to sweep these in. Alright, just blue paint. Just blue paint. Okay, and I made the decision that this wave's in front of this one. You use a grabber stick for drop things. I have one of those, Bonnie. You know what I use my grabber stick for? When the Butters winds up getting a toy under my couch. That's what I use that for. Alright, and I'm following the curve of my wave, and I'm just putting in these darker colors. Right? And out this way. Okay, my peakers over here, right? We're going to go this way and this way, right? The peaks. Okay, you want to make sure your brush strokes follow the direction of your waves. Follow the direction of your waves. Okay, peakers, 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 peakers. All right, I have to grab more blue paint. You're starting physical therapy twice a week with, oh, Bonnie, that sounds promising. That's cool, though. That's cool, sweetheart. Alright, I got more blue paint now. We can do this a little bit. Anybody else like that? Like pouring more paint is like such a big deal, right? Like, you just use like whatever's on your palette until like you can't anymore, and it just seems to be like a big deal to just pour more paint for some reason. You just don't want to do it. You just don't want to pour more paint for some reason. I don't know why that is. Alright. Okay, so we're flicky doing. We're just flicky doing. Flicky, 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 flickies. Okay, so now that I have the blue in place, now I'm going to grab white paint. Yeah? Both Beckys are still in the corner. Alright, Sam, good job, baby. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my white paint, and I'm going to put in the peaks. Okay, and you're going to just flick. Flicky-doo, flicky-doo. Okay, as soon as it starts to get like mushy right here, wipe your brush off, grab more paint. Wipe your brush off, grab more paint. Oh yeah, 6,000%. Is the music okay, guys? Is it too loud? Is it alright? Okay, and then you want to stick and move with this. You don't want to keep going over them because then they're just going to mush out into the dark blue. So like one more pass and then leave it alone. Okay, so flicky do these in. Start at the top. Now, I have to wipe my brush off because I'm not getting any more white. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate that. Alright, gonna grab more white paint. Right, wipe my brush off. And right here. Oh, Joy, you didn't get to see my make-em-ups. So, we are 50 stars away from our goal, guys. Wow, you guys are amazing tonight. Thank you so much. You guys keep the lights on. That's a true statement. That is a true statement right there. Alright, wipe my brush off. Okay. Now, for the curled wave, I'm just going to flick on the edge here. Okay, I'm going to skip over the part that's overlapping. So I'm just going to flick on the edge. Doing a little curve. Okay, and I'm going to flick on this piece right here. I'm going to flick outwards. Okay, so flick on the curve, doing curved lines like this. Okay, and flick on the edge. Wipe my brush off. Same thing on the other guy, right? So I'm going to curve inwards on the edge here. Okay, we're just curving inwards like that. And, oh, Amanda, there's this, woohoo, we did it, guys. Good job. Thank you so much. And I'm going to flick forward. All right, this guy's in front of the other guy. Okay, put a couple of them in here, following that curve. All right, couple in here, following that curve. And then on this piece, a little piece right here. Right, just like that. Right, then you let it dry. You let it dry, right? How many times I tell you guys that layer 4 and 5 is where the money's at. Do I always paint layer 4 and 5 with you? Absolutely not. Do I tell you how to do it? Absolutely do. So just remember, the more layers you do, the better it's going to look. Speaking of which, we're going to do another layer of white on our Pheonix. Okay, we're going to do another layer of white on our Pheonix. So I'm swirl tap dabbing Big Boy. And I'm grabbing just white paint. And we're going to do another layer of white on our Pheonix. Alright, get a nice base going on there. Nice base. Okay, just like that. Notice how good I am about leaving those clouds alone, right? I'm leaving them alone until they get nice and dry. So my last two steps with them, they're not going to be a mushy mess, okay? It's going to clean it right up. And of course, Eve didn't paint her lines, so we're going to make a new line. I never paint in my lines. I am definitely do not paint in my lines. Right, went out of my line on this one. Got to paint a new line. Make sure it all connects nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. So I'm just coloring at this point, right? We're just coloring. That's all we're doing. We're just coloring. Look, I'm holding my brush nice and close to the bristles. Okay, I'm making sure when I do that point, I'm following up. And then you pull down the other way. Okay, so the edge of your brush makes the point. Alright, so the edge of your brush makes the point, right? Trying to stay in my lines. I'll go a little more careful this time. We'll go a little bit more careful, right? Holding my brush really close to the bristles, right? When you make your point, okay, you're going to use the point, the corner of the brush here. Yeah, you can let them out of the corner, Sam. So, right? Line the corner up. Line the corner up. Use the edge of that brush, and there's your point. There is your point right there. 6,000%. Just like that. Now, the more layers of white you do, the more your colors are going to pop. Okay, am I going to do another layer of white? No, just because of time. But if you do another layer of white, the more white you put on this bird, the more that your oranges and yellows and all that stuff is going to pop for you. Now, I'm going to grab Tiny. We're grabbing Tiny. He is a small round brush. Right? I got to grab more white paint. Becky's are out of the corner. Woo-woo! The Becky's are out of the corner. Okay, I'm going to take Tiny. And we're going to put the where our legs are going. Alright, so underneath your wings here, you're going to go about a finger or two under your wing. And you're going to do an oval shape like this. Okay, you're going to do an oval shape like this. Alright, then I'm going to add a little bit of red so you can see this against the bird, okay? And then across from there, straight across, you're going to do another oval shape. Okay, and I just added red to mine so you guys can see it. You don't have to add red to yours. I'm just so you can see what I'm doing. That's why I added red. Okay, once you have that, you're going to put a line at an angle. Both of them at the same angle. And then under this line, I'm going to swoop like this. And we're going to swoop like that. Okay? And above this line, I'm going to swoop like that. Alright, connect these two. Swoop like this. Connect these two. Okay, and now I'm going to grab Mr. Nifty. I'm going to grab Mr. Nifty, and I'm going to put in the little hook right here, a little hook, and a little hook like that. Right, you can just connect this with a little triangle, that little hook. Okay, and then I'm going to flick 3 claws. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, guys. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Close up. Okay. Now I'm going to do where my beak's going to go. So I'm taking Tiny with my white paint. And thanks, Joy. I'm going to take Tiny with my white paint, and I'm going to follow that little curve that I made here. Follow that curve. And when I get to where the flattened out part is, I'm going to pull out. Okay, I'm going to follow this piece right here and pull out. Okay, and then I want to flatten here to here a little bit more. So I'm going to follow down the side of my beak, and I'm just going to flatten this out a little bit more. See that? All right. Now I'm going to take Nifty, and I'm going to follow along here and then put my little hook. Okay, there's my little hook. All right, now I think this is all dry. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I'm going to take Big Boy out of the water and dry him off again. All right, so we're going to take Big Boy out of the water. Right, we're going to dry him off again. Yeah, Joy, you didn't see my make-em-ups. I got Pheonix going on. Dry him off again. And we're going to turn around, take Fluffy, right? Now, we're going to take Fluffy and swirl tap that Fluffy. And I'm going to grab my yellow with a microscopic amount of red and a microscopic amount of white. All right, so I'm right here. I have that kind of mixed in. So I'm going to grab from that spot. All right, microscopic amount of white. I'm going to do a little smash. Okay, and thanks, Becky. Thanks, Joy. Okay, and then we're going to sweep. All right, we're going to sweep. So all those pieces where my background kind of came in, because it was still wet, we're covering it now. We're covering it. So I'm going to put these in. Right? Any area that might have been a little too blue. Grabbing more paint now. I'm grabbing more paint. Okay? And we're going to put in these brighter moments. We're going to put in these brighter moments. Here, there, not everywhere, guys. Here, there, not everywhere. When you're doing clouds, the dark is just as important as the light. Alright? Here, there, not everywhere. Okay? And if I get some on my Pheonix, that's fine, because the Pheonix is these colors. So we're not going to worry about that. Alright, now that I have this nice golden yellow, I'm going to grab just white and smash into my brush, right? So I have white smashed into my brush. And with a very, very, very light touch. What kind of touch? A very light touch. I am going to pop in some white. And why am I popping in the white? Because I want these to be more muted. I want this to be more muted. Right? We want this softer than our Pheonix colors. And the white is going to do that for us. Okay? The white's going to do that for us. So I'm popping in with a light touch some white areas. Now, these are like 5-layer clouds, guys. So, you know what? Try your best. Have it completely dry in between your layers, because you saw what happened if you don't do that. Alright, have them completely dry in between your layers. And if you put your Pheonix in and then you're doing your clouds and you get it on your Pheonix, that's fine. And you could just kind of do this so it's not thick. Alright, now, once I have this white in, now I'm going to take my dry big boy and we're going to soften with a very light touch. And you're just going to follow those curves and you're going to soften this all out. Wipe off my brush. And you're just going to soften this all out. Soften, 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 soften. Very light touch. Dry brush. Okay. Wiping it off in between doing this. And, you know, if it gets a buildup of paint on it. And that is how you get the Pheonix colors in your clouds, but they're not going to overpower your Pheonix. Because you're softening it all out. $6,000%. Now, I'm going to wipe off big boy, and I'm just going to lift up with my last softening. Just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. You guys can do these clouds. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. And it, you know, and you can keep playing with them. Like I can swirl tap dab fluffy, and I can grab a small microscopic amount of red, and I could put like dark areas back in, right? We could put some dark areas back in if you want to. You could turn around and put some bold yellow back in. So you could totally play with these. You can totally play with these. And you just want to make sure. Good night, Joy. You have a great night, sweetheart. You just want to make sure you take a dry big boy. And whatever you do to play, you just soften it out once you're done playing. Okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, so now we got to turn around and we're going to add our base color of our Pheonix. So that is going to be yellow and a microscopic amount of white. Now, you guys turned around and did like 6 layers of white on this guy, so he shouldn't be see-through anymore. Alright, so you can use more yellow than white. So we're going to fill in our Pheonix now. Okay, and do I have to be careful in my cloud area? Absolutely not. Because it's yellow all around it. Alright, so you don't have to use as much white when you do this yellow layer. Because you already made your Pheonix using like 6 layers of white. Very flat. Alright, so I'm just coloring. I am just coloring. I am just coloring with yellow and a tad of white. We're coloring, that's all we're doing, 6,000%. Okay, so, coloring, coloring, try to stay in your lines, unlike me. Don't do as I say, don't do as I do, alright? We can color right over our legs. Follow your lines, swoopy-doo, swoopy-doo. Color all this in. 6,000%. Color this in. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Coloring this in. Okay. And this side. Do, 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 do. Just white and a tiny, yellow and a tiny bit of white. Yellow and a tiny bit of white. That's all you need, guys. That's all you need. 15,000. We did it, guys. Good job. Thank you so much. You guys keep the lights on. So thank you so much for the support. And like I said, I also accept Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Alright, once you have this colored in, alright, and we're going to take Tiny and color in his lines, his legs. I really cannot talk tonight. Did anybody else notice that? I'm noticing that. So we'll take Tiny and we'll color in his legs. Okay. Now there's only one layer on him, so I'm gonna grab more white because I want his legs lighter than the rest of him. So I'm grabbing more white with that yellow. I'm grabbing more. See, whole lot of white, a little bit of yellow. whole lot of white and a little bit of yellow. Okay, and a whole lot of white. Boop, boop, boo, doo, boo. And a little bit of yellow. There it is. Alright, 6,000%. Now, we're going to grab Nifty. Not Nifty. Mini-Me. Cheese and crackers. I'm putting Big Boy away. We're grabbing Mini-Me. He is a small shader brush. And we're going to do exactly what his name says. We're going to do shading. We're going to do shading. Alright, so we're going to grab red paint. And we're going to grab yellow paint. And we're going to do a little dab here to make sure it gives us a nice orangey color. And we're going to zigzag zoom. Now, if it's a brand new Nifty, dab, don't zigzag, okay? And I'm going to come under here, under his body here. So we're going to do all of that. And we're going to do it on this side from under his wing. Okay, we're going to do that. Right? Now I'm going to wipe off my brush and I'm going to zigzag zoom. Okay, just going to zigzag zoom into that yellow color. Now if you get a little ridge, you just push it into your object. Okay, same on this side. Now, did your yellow dry on you and you're having a problem? Absolutely. Grab more yellow. Just grab more yellow paint. Okay, so if you're having a problem because your yellow paint dried, you just grab some more yellow paint as you're doing this. Alright, you just grab more yellow paint as you're doing this. And like I said, if you have a ridge, you just push it in to your object. Just like that. Alright, you love the sky color, Debbie? Yeah, it's a really pretty combination of colors. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm getting closer to my center. I'm going to wipe off my brush. And I'm going to grab just yellow. Grabbing just yellow. And I'm going to zigzag zoom that into where the red is. Okay. So you guys can do this. This is a big area. You guys can totally practice your shading on this because it's a large area. Alright, so I'm grabbing just yellow on my brush and I'm working it into the red. So you work into the red and don't go outwards. If you go outwards, see how the red's getting into the yellow area? So don't go outwards, work that way. Alright, wipe off your brush, repeat the process. Alright, now where the legs are is going to be dark. Okay, so this is all going to be dark in here. Under here. Alright. Grabbing my yellow paint so I can zigzag zoom this out, soften it all up. Wiping my brush off. More yellow paint. Soften around those edges there. Okay, you guys can do this. You can do this. Am I going right where my legs are? Absolutely. Can I repaint my legs in? Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yes, yes, Tina B. I figured that. That's what was going to happen. Okay. Now, you're going to use this yellow, red, little bit of white combination on the whole rest of your bird. Right? So, in here. Right? In here. Okay. In the tail area. Okay. Under here, and here, under here, bottom of the wing, bottom of the wing. Okay, those are all the areas you're going to shade. Now I'm going to switch to Big Boy. All by Amanda, having an awesome day with your young ones there. I'm going to switch to Big Boy. I'm going to grab that yellow paint, and I am going to very quickly soften this all out. Alright, so I grab Big Boy, yellow paint, and I'm going to soften all these out. Okay, I got to get more yellow paint. I have to get more yellow paint, and alright, so I'm just grabbing yellow paint, and we're going to soften all this out. Following the shape of my wing. Okay, doing the swooping areas. Alright, now, there's a trick. Once this dries, I'm going to show you the trick, okay, that I did for the finished look on his wings and tail. Okay, so if you get a little too much red in this, as you're softening this all out, don't panic, it's okay. Because I'm going to show you the trick on how to get the bright yellow spots back in. Alright, so right now I'm not really concerned with too much. I just want to follow the shape of the bird. I want everything to be soft. Alright, I want everything to be soft. I am just grabbing yellow paint, softening all these red sections out. And if something gets a little too red, we're not going to worry about it. Okay, let that dry. We're going to let that dry. He's actually coming out lighter than my original. Now, you guys, in my original, I made very drastic lines for the feathers. But then in the tail, I softened those lines out. So I'm going to show you the drastic, and then I'm going to show you how I softened it out. Alright guys, we have to put the white on our waves now since everything's all dry. I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to put the little tuft in, and then the details of the face, and we're going to be all set, guys. 6,000%. So, if you have any questions for me, now is the time to ask me. Because we're finishing up. Alright, I'm going to be using Nifty for the eyeball. So I'm grabbing white paint. Mr. Nifty. Okay, you're going to come in here. Boop, 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 boop. We're going to follow along the beak. Okay, so we're going to frame out the beak with a little curve. Okay, just dab that in. Alright, show the neck paintings. Alright, I will, guys. And then we're going to follow along the beak, come into this sweet spot right here. And that's where the eye is going. Alright, paint that in white. Alright, top of my beak is yellow. They call it mellow yellow. Alright, so the top of the beak is yellow. Just like that. And the bottom of the beak is red. So I'm grabbing my red. Okay. Right, for the bottom. There we go. And the claws. Okay, I'm going to do orange. We're doing orange on the claws. Claws, okay, so you just want to color these in orange. Alright, 6,000%. You're going to take tiny again with white paint. You're going to take tiny again with white paint and re-put your legs in. Okay, so you just re-put these in. Once you're done doing all your shading and coloring of your Pheonix, you can re-put these in. Okay, and once this dries, you just color them in. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. If you want to level up on the legs, it's more shading. So you would put dark here and here, and dark here and here. Okay, clean off your brush, grab your yellow. Okay, clean off your brush, grab your yellow. So this is a level up because this space is smaller, right? So it's harder to shade smaller spaces. Okay, but you just grab your yellow and you head into your red area. Right, grab your yellow, start on the outer part and head into the red area. Okay, and then make sure you're wiping off your brush. Oh, that sounds yummy, Tina B. Awesome. You're going to have a great day tomorrow. That's excellent. That's excellent. Okay. So, now, here is, why is this music not playing? Okay, so, you want clean white paint. You want clean white paint. Alright, and I'll show you on the wings so it's easier for you guys to see. You want clean white paint. You're going to take Big Boy. Now you do the same thing on both wings and the tail. Am I going to show you all that? Absolutely not. Because I want you guys to do your own feathering and I want it to become your feathering. And it's the same exact technique for all three areas, okay? And you just follow the shape of whatever you're putting this in. So I'm grabbing white paint and I'm going where this crease is. And I'm going to put in these stripes following the curve. Follow the curve! And then you let it dry. So we're going to let that dry. We're going to let that dry. Now, if you don't want drastic stripes, while that is still wet, you can take Mini-Me. You can take Mini-Me with some more white paint and you just kind of do this feathering thing like this. Okay, I'm just flicky doing. I'm just flicky doing. So you can feather, right? Here, there, not everywhere. I'll do two that are feathered and I'll do two that are the lines. So you can see your claws are facing the wrong direction. That's okay. He's a contortionist. And you could put some feathering into the other part of the wing if you want. Alright? So, it's just flicky doing with Mini-Me. That's all you're doing. So, you can leave the drastic line or you can soften the line. And you're going to do the same thing on your tail feathers. Alright? Whoop, whoop, whoop. You're going to do the same thing on this wing. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Alright? Same exact stuff. Now, if you want it soft while the white is still wet, you add the yellow. If you want it soft. Okay? So, if you want it soft, you add the yellow when your white is still wet. And this is going to allow you to put in those bright yellow moments. If you want it drastic, you wait for the white to completely dry, which we'll do for this next area. Also, at this step is when you can put in his feathered piece of his heart exploding with so much love. That was the story behind this piece right here, in case you wanted to know the story. Alright, so the heart is exploding with so much love and energy and peace and rising from the ashes, and you just flicky-do in a curved motion the white paint. Okay, and then you hit it with, once it dries, you hit it with the red right next to the body. Okay, and I'm going to wipe my brush off, and then you hit that with the yellow coming outwards. Okay, and that's how you do the exploding piece on his chest. Alright? And again, more layers you add, the better it's going to look. And again, you want to make sure you're doing your drying times, so you don't wind up with mushy messes. Okay, 6,000%. So, we're going to let this dry. We're going to let this dry. And that was the story, Becky. So basically, the Pheonix is rising out of the troubled waters. These were all the problems, catching flight, and his heart was so full of love and energy and newfound motivation and a burst of release from escaping all of this that it is metaphorically exploding from his chest. That came out kind of like a really graphic, gory kind of story, but it's not. That is the story behind me putting the tufts on the chest area. So basically, the heart's so full of love and energy and hope that it's coming right out of his body. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We're going to turn around. And you want to take tiny, just a lot of tiny action tonight, right? We don't use tiny very often because Mr. Nifty almost put him out of a job. But we're using tiny, swirl, tap, dab, tiny. I'm going to grab the white paint now. And since this is all dry, we're going to put in the money pieces. All right. If your tiny's brand new, don't be doing flicky doos if he's brand new. Pull like this and then a little lift off, okay? Like that. If he's kind of beat up, you can just do a flicky do. Alright? So we're putting in the bright whiter areas on this. Whoop, boop, boo, doo, boo. This one's in front of the other one. So I'm going to make that nice and bright. Okay, here, there, not everywhere. The dark's just as important. In your world, you can turn around, put another layer of dark. Okay, you can put another layer of dark in. Also, doing the same thing. Okay, you can do another layer of dark areas. And then you could do your white. Okay, again, you see me here, there, not everywhere. I'm just putting in a couple little money white pieces going in here. Do, 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 just like that. Alright. Now, you could put in your dark, right? You could put in the dark into the shadow parts here. Once everything else is dry. Alright. See how nice and graphic that looks? Adding the dark paint. Okay, so you can put the darks back in. Now, I can do this for the most part, and you know, it won't turn into a big mushy mess on me. But, you know, you guys, if you're having difficulty and it's looking a little mushy, you just let your pieces dry in between. That's all, you know, so it's all about letting your paint dry. Okay, and it's acrylic paint. It doesn't take very long to dry. You just hop over and do something else on your canvas, and then you can come back, and this will be dry, and then you can add in the darker moments, and then, you know what I mean? So everything is building. Acrylic paint, everything you're building. You're building, you're building, you're building. Alright, so this is pretty much dry, and the magic trick is you're just going to swirl tap that big boy, and you're going to grab straight up yellow paint. You guys have seen me do this a million times. We usually do it with a sky or a sunset on the ocean, but it's the same exact thing with the Pheonix. I don't know, Sam. I'm not sure how long you were gone for, sweetie. Okay, so I'm grabbing straight up yellow paint. The white's nice and dry, and boom. 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 Look at that. Look at that. See that? Nice, bright, yellow pieces. Just like that. Okay, and like I said, if you like them to be the more drastic, right, you leave your lines hard. If you like the softer look, you just soften those lines up with your little shader brush, with little mini me, and you'll be all set. Alright, so, I think I'm saying what you missed now. Basically, I just put white in, and then I'm putting yellow on top of it to make it look, so you can get your drastic pieces of bright yellow into your Pheonix. So, it was exactly what I'm doing now, except I did it with white paint first, and let that dry, and now I'm going over it with the yellow paint. Okay, so you guys, you just go over these pieces with your yellow. You could actually do yellow over your whole bird if you want to soften it out, right? Make it more golden. You can do yellow over it. Alright, so it's completely up to you. Yellow is completely see-through. So when you put it on top, it just makes it look golden. So you're welcome, doll. So we've done this trick before. We've done it with we do it a lot with our skies. And we do it a lot with our sunsets. So same trick. It's just that you're doing it on a Pheonix instead. Alright, all we gotta do is finish up our eye. The eye! And we're gonna be all set. So, what did I do for the eye? I grabbed Mr. Nifty. I grabbed blue and white paint. That is very wet. I just put my hand in it all. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So, we're going to do a parentheses and a parentheses. Right? Nice blue eye. Okay. Right? You would let that dry. Now I'm going to go in with black. And I'm going to put the black on the upper part. Okay. You can put in the little beak nostril too, which I forgot in the original one. I forgot to do the black in the eye, and I forgot to do the beak part. Alright, once I do that, I'm going to take my red, and you're going to, you can clean up. Okay, so you just clean that up. And over here, and I did, I just followed the corner out, and I put in 3 little hooks. Like that. And then once it's all dry, you just want to do your life dots. So you put one in here. And there you go. one Pheonix. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So 6,000%. If you have any questions, this is the time to ask me because we're finishing up. I'm going to show you the next two paintings coming up. Thank you so much for hitting the stars goal. Woohoo! We did it. We did it. Again, I also have Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Before Carolyn yells at me, let me put my sign out. This Carolyn's so good with those things. All right, and we have, so, next Friday, you guys seen this one? You're welcome, Jennifer. Thank you, Joan, for the stars. Breaking the goal, that's right. 6,000%. So this is next Friday. We have our waterfalls and our rushing water and lots of cool stuff. Our moon, some trees, reflections. Going to be doing reflections. Thank you so much, Joan. I appreciate that. 1,600 stars. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, stars are a penny each. Yep, so waterfalls. This is going to be next Friday. And the one you haven't seen yet. Da, 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 da. You guys know I love to do that. You guys ready? You ready, Freddies? Alright, here it is. There you go. We've got one pastel colored Highlands cow. So this is coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yep. So 2 weeks. Thank you so much, Becky. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Sam. 2 weeks, Jennifer. So not next Friday. I'll do an event page. You'll see it on my page, posted on my page. Okay. So we are doing our Highland cow. That's all pretty pastel colors. Okay, so I know you guys ask me for critters all the time. So there's another critter for you. And 6,000%. The Hey Eve, you're so welcome, Becky. The Hey Eve I announced. So look for the Hey Eve segments. You can send support on those too. A Memorial Day tribute painting. So this is the Hey Eve. So watch for those segments. Oh, sounds good, Jennifer. Excellent. All right, I'll see you when we do the cow. Okay, so watch for the Hey Eve segments because I'm going to be telling you guys how to paint this painting. Okay, so that is the Hey Eve. That's going on right now. I don't have a living large yet. I have to do one of those. I have to film one of those still. Like I said, I've been going live on the other platform, so I haven't been able to film beginning to end of. I wanted to do something for Memorial Day, and you know, I'm always happy and go lucky and jolly, but you know, the underlying message is to, you know, friends and families that did the ultimate sacrifice. So I wanted to do something so people can pay tribute if they want to. And so I try not to be all like, hey, because it's kind of a sad thing. But I wanted to definitely do something for Memorial Day. Anyway, I do a Hey Eve series. It's little snippets of videos that you will see on my page, Jennifer. So the instruction is broken up into segments, and you just look for the Hey Eve video, and that's going to be how to paint the Memorial Day painting. I did an introduction video for it already. That's on my page, and follow my page, and you'll get notified like when I post things, and I'll be putting the Hey Eve segments in from now until Memorial Day. Usually like every other day or every couple of days. they're not too far apart from each other. Okay, guys. I love you very much. You all warm my heart. 1,600 stars. Thank you so much. You all keep the lights on. And it's on TikTok also. Excellent, Jennifer. Yeah, it's also on TikTok. It's probably easier to find on TikTok because I title the picture Hey Eve. So if you go through my videos on TikTok, you will find... Good night, Carolyn. If you go on my video page on TikTok, you will see the little squares that say Hey Eve on them. And it's the same exact video. And on TikTok, I'm under Eve's Artistry. I can share my TikTok link. So if you're on TikTok, it's a new social media platform. Some people are on it, some people aren't. That's the link to my TikTok. All right. That's all right, Jennifer. No worries. It'll be on Facebook too. So, and Instagram. It'll be on Instagram too. Y'all on my heart. Thank you so much for the love and support. 1,600 stars. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. You guys keep the lights on. Hope you had a lot of fun with this. Next week, waterfalls. And following week, cow. All right. Love y'all. Bye.